We've begun the detox procedure now.
Leanna is a 26-year-old nursing student from Kingman, Arizona. She is also a single mother of 2. We first met Leanna in October 2009. She was dependent on prescription painkillers.
I'm constantly tired, I'm constantly fatigued, I'm constantly agitated, always sick to my stomach, always. I feel like I have the flu 24 hours a day.
Getting her to hold a meal down is quite an accomplishment. Even though she's tired all the time, getting her to have a decent night's sleep is difficult.
She went from being happy and yelling out loud to slowly being depressed. She cries a lot, you know, she feels bad. She can't take care of her kids all the time like she wants to.
They don't want a mom that's sick all the time and having to lay down and not take them to the park.
Ow.
I absolutely hate it. It's ruined my life.
Leanna's pharmaceutical odyssey began 3 years earlier when she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a debilitating chronic illness.
I noticed that I started having, tension, headaches, and then I started having problems with my legs. And it got to the point where it was really hard, to walk.
That's when Leanna received a prescription for Vicodin to control her pain. It worked wonders, at first.
I was like walking on water. I could exercise with it. I could take the kids to the park. I could run. I could do all these things because I had no pain. And it was nice, and I wasn't able to do that very often.
The medication did allow her to function in a normal way, but then you build up a tolerance. The pain comes back. So with Leanna, in order to keep the pain under control, her physicians would continue increasing the dose.
The Vicodin, to the oxy, to the morphine, it was just too much.
Over time, you get to the point where it's a no-win situation because it's just more and more medication to get less and less effect. Could the medications have caused changes in her nervous system that's now making her pain worse?
It's a lot of throbbing, some areas stabbing. It could be anywhere, So today it's my back, or tomorrow it's my legs, or it's my neck. It's just awful.
In March 2009, Leanna began using one of the strongest pain medications available.
Fentanyl is a very potent opioid medication. It's 50 times stronger than morphine, milligram for milligram. And what you see in her case and in a lot of patients is that they're all physically dependent on the medication and they can't get off it on their own.
Leanna tried to quit the fentanyl patch, but she experienced severe withdrawal symptoms.
Her body reacted so violently, it was almost like waiting for her to go into seizures. It was horrifying to watch.
It was awful. Couldn't sit still, shaking. All of a sudden I was sobbing, sweating, but freezing. No one could touch me because my skin was so sensitive. Throwing up, everything. My body is not mine anymore at all. It's hard to deal with.
Leanna was so desperate to get off narcotics that she decided to undergo a controversial form of detox. The procedure takes less than an hour, but costs $20,000.
With the Waismann method, we're initially treating the patient's physical dependence using both intravenous and oral medications so that we can essentially precipitate or accelerate the whole withdrawal process while the patients are comfortably sedated.
I believe that rapid detox is the perfect situation for Leanna because of her MS diagnosis. She has exacerbations of her symptoms when she is in long periods of high stress. The thought of her going through a 30-day, 90-day rehab situation really scares me because of the stress on her body.
Still, addiction experts caution that removing the physical dependency is just one part of the process.
Rapid detox won't get you out of the cycle of addiction. It won't keep you from relapse. Much more intensive treatment's going to have to take place.
If you're just doing, say, a rapid detox, and then you go back into your life and expect to reintegrate, you're going to have a problem because you skipped a big, huge part of addiction recovery.
There's so many things that are going through my mind right now on what's going to happen and how I'm going to feel. And it's pretty hard to cope with right now.